My name is Sigrun Sævarsdóttir Griffiths, and I lead the leadership course at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama in London. My role here in the summer school is to co-lead the creative workshop. So what the work is all about is to get everybody working together, and the most organic way of doing that is to get people to create something new. We don't have a set repertoire that we're running with. We are creating something absolutely from scratch. So the way that we go into that is to start out with breaking the ice a little bit, getting people to relax, and we do that by doing a series of warm-ups. The warm-ups are not standalone. They don't mean anything if you take them out of context, but what we need to constantly think about and assess is how the warm-up activities can support what we then end up doing in the workshop itself or in the project. So there's a huge emphasis on the vocal tradition. The vocal tradition in Iceland is very, very strong.
Sálaður á síðulá, sauður feitur garði hjá, fyrrum frár á velli, fyrrum frár á velli. Krung, krung, nafnar komið hér, krung, krung, því oss búinn krás á köldu svelli, krás á köldu svelli.
And the four-part harmony thing is something that people learn from an early age. So we decided that that was a really good thing to use in our creative work. And the sort of overall inspiration for the work is all about light, and light is tremendously important in Iceland and changes hugely depending on the seasons. Obviously, daylight in December is a very rare thing. It happens only for about 3 hours a day, whereas in June it never becomes dark. So the contrast is massive, and the way that the same object can look in the different lights can be very inspiring, and that's what we've set out to do in this project, that we are writing about light from how the participants in the project see the landscape and their surroundings in the different light. And then we are also taking inspiration from traditional folk tunes. So we've taken an old poem, Ljósið kemur langt og mjótt, and we've decided to create something new from that, and again to inspire and spark off ideas for new things, more work, more music, more fun. The words are Ljósið kemur langt og mjótt. The light comes long and narrow. Can you just say with me, Ljósið kemur?
Ljósið kemur.
Langt og mjótt.
Langt og mjótt.
Logar á fífustöngum.
Logar á fífustöngum.
That means it shines, or it burns on fífustangir. I don't know what that is called in England, but you can see somewhere in the swamps around here, there are these cotton buds on little straws. Have you seen that? They're little plants. I've never seen them anywhere else on the planet, but they grow here a lot. And they're literally little cotton buds. So they presumably have lit those and used as a little ignition thing, or sort of to have a little torch or something. It wouldn't have burned for a long time, but that's what they've got. So logar á fífustöngum.
Logar á fífustöngum. Alla gerling þegar fljótt.
I am running the leading and guiding workshops. This week we've had a brief we started work on Monday morning, and our brief was to create a concert within 8 days that will be performed on the Monday coming, to include the local community here in the south of Iceland. We have 20 students, performers, master students and phenomenal instrumentalists. Tomorrow morning we'll be venturing into a school to work with 50 young students, and Friday 50 elder teenage students, and a community choir, which will be all coming together to perform on Monday evening.
You can't go in with the same plan for the 6 to 11-year-olds as you do for the 11 to 16-year-olds. There needs to be a shift. But that's not to say that you can't use the same original idea. It's the way that you present it, that's the trick. Is that basically you're using these ideas to get stuff from your participants. It's something to hold on to in order for them to know where they're at and to contribute something to the creative process.
With the process that we've worked along is all-inclusive. It's important within this is about oral learning, having the lack of notes or referential material to be able to work from, in order for me to be able to create music in a much more sort of powerful and honest light when we're separated away from these hiding blocks, notes, music, manuscript paper, or computers, whatever it might be. When we're sat there as an ensemble together, working from music taught orally, then for me we create a much stronger bond in a short amount of time. Vital importance of this whole project, this original, the music that we create is from nowhere. It's a blank canvas we start from.
I
think we can build it up.
Because I also like it like the
why not? Oh yeah, why not?
So the intervals become shorter and shorter, and it gets more and more dramatic.
And the end product is an original and high quality piece of music that includes gathering people from the local community. We're not here just to use and abuse, and I think that's important as a musician, wherever you are, that you shouldn't be doing that. You should be engaged with your environment, engaged with your fellow performers, and very importantly, engaged with your audience. So to be able to actually use our audience within the performance is an excellent way of kind of beginning this process.
Please put all your energy into the creation, into the practice, into the rehearsal, and then finally into the performance of the project, like you would do in any other, I hope, like you would do in any other part of your musical careers.